Don't judge the amount of laundry behind us. We did a lot of laundry today. I will see you bright and early tomorrow. Oh God.
Just take a look at yourself. Do you really think it's gonna help if you always fighting yourself, trying to forget how you felt? Just take a look at yourself. Can't even be your own friend, cause you're way too stuck in your head. How do you think it's gonna end? Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't. But we could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want. You think if they said it,
It's a beautiful day. I mean, how lucky.
Others' opinions, to know how you're feeling, to know if you're losing or winning, left behind or within it, if you're sinking or swimming, existing or living. Nothing that they could do, nothing that they could say, nothing that they could do to take all the pain away. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you won't.
Sorry if it's loud. So I think starting your day and moving your body is really important. So I try to move my body every day. I'd say about 3 to 4 times a week I go to Pilates in the morning. And then on the days that I don't do that, I try to go out and take a walk with Ziggy. But on the days where it's sunny out, I try to make a point to be in the sun for at least 10 minutes, because studies show that sunlight helps reduce anxiety, it helps reset your circadian rhythm, and it gives you serotonin. So it's just, I think, a great way to start your day. And I mean, I'm from Florida. I'm a little sunshine baby. I love the sun. And it's just, I think, a really nice way to ease into the morning, to have your cup of coffee, sit in the sun. I'm not exactly in the sun right now, but I was just in the sun walking. Also, when you're walking, I just found this out, that your ocular movements, so you looking between trees or looking at the birds flying overhead or looking at the flowers, so your ocular movements and your vagus nerve are connected. Moving your eyes around while you're walking or while you're doing anything naturally reduces anxiety. It's like, it pays to be observant. And that's actually a conversation I was having with a good friend of mine the other day. She was having a really rough moment and called me, and I just reminded her, you know, if you're in an anxious moment and can't get pulled out, I try and pay attention to my 5 senses. So like, what can I touch? What can I smell? What can I see? What can I hear? But anything to pull you out of what's going on up top and bring you back to the present moment. And so it makes sense with ocular movements in your vagus nerve. You are pulling yourself back into the present moment. I know there's a lot of ugly out there, but tell me that nature isn't beautiful. So I know you just saw me kind of picking up the kitchen and making coffee and everything. So after I get done working out or moving my body, I like to get back, put the coffee on, open the blinds up. No, I'm filming. I forget what I was just saying. Oh, I like to tidy the kitchen up like right away, first thing in the morning, so that way it's not in my head that there's a mess and I want to go clean it throughout the day. It's just already done. I feel like everybody knows the whole right when you get up. Try not to go on your phone. Drink a glass of water before you have coffee. And, you know, all these things that people like me feel like vlog about or talk about. The more that I don't check my phone, the faster I get out of bed in the morning and start my day. And I've also been listening to this amazing podcast. I'll put it here. Her name is Mel Robbins, and I will link it below. I've talked about Mel Robbins before. I've talked about her 5-second rule. If you don't know what that is, I'll go ahead and link it below. But she has so many amazing podcasts talking about an array of topics geared towards mental health, which is also something that I think is really important to talk about. And one of the main themes that I want for this channel is to have an open and honest conversation about mental health. I don't think there should be a stigma around anyone trying to better their mental health, no matter what that looks like. I feel like my ideas are probably not anything new. You've probably heard them before. For me, when I'm watching a vlog or if I'm watching somebody, it's almost like a motivation. So for me making this video about my morning routine, I'm in no way trying to say like, ooh, like, look at what I do every single morning. Like, this is not what every morning looks like for me. I just wanted to show something realistic and really simple ideas that I think anyone can apply in any morning, no matter how much time you have. Like my makeshift tripod.
Killer.
I just sat down at my desk because we are on deadline for my day job, and then I also have things that I need to edit for my other job. So when it's like this, just means I have to log in early and do it. Let's make a quick breakfast and then I gotta start working. What was I gonna say? Oh, I've been obsessed with little breakfasts that I've been making a lot recently, which is just a piece of toast with an egg in it. I forget what it's called, like egg in a blanket. Eggs are a good way for me to get protein. I mean, who doesn't love bread? Well, I did a quick skincare routine, which I've shown before, so I don't think I really need to show it again. So I know I talked earlier about how I think it's important to move your body every day. I showed a clip last night and of course didn't say too much about it, but me laying my clothes out the night before is such a helpful thing for me in the morning because I don't have the wherewithal to pick out clothes first thing when I wake up. So it's just an easy step to make your morning a little bit more painless. And now we eat. I usually just give this top piece of bread to Ziggy. But bless her, I have to chew it up for her now because she's got no teeth. Which isn't fair, she does have teeth, just not a lot. Something that I do not do and probably will not do is watch the news. I find it to be very negative and very biased in some cases. It just doesn't do good things for me. It gives me a lot of anxiety. But of course, as an adult, I can't not be kept in the loop about what's happening in the world. I follow and listen to NPR's podcast Up First on Spotify or wherever you stream. On YouTube, I follow channels like TED Talk and The Big Think. They're also more geared toward me just continuing to learn. I want to continue learning every single day. I think just finding ways that you can listen to somebody else and like kind of like this vlog, you're hearing just different ideas and maybe they're ideas you've heard before, but it takes that moment to say, hey, why don't I try this? So I think this will probably be a little bit shorter of a vlog, and if it's a little jumping around, I apologize, but I just kind of wanted to talk about realistic ways that I start my morning and how I think anybody else could start their morning, and to just start your day off on a better note, to start on a positive note, and something that I think will, especially over time, but even just in that day, I think it's incredible how much just waking up, moving your body, getting in the sunlight, sitting down, writing down your thoughts, journaling, making a to-do list. I think all of these things, all of these routines that we do are so crucial and so helpful to our mental health. And I think it's important to talk about. I think it's important to show, even if it wasn't, you know, filming in the morning is hard. Even if this isn't the best video you've ever seen about a morning routine. It's not as aesthetically pleasing as something else. This is just my reality. These are just little things that I try to do to help me. I have a really busy schedule, as most people do. They're quick, they're easy, and I think they're really helpful. Hopefully you took something away from this you want to try. If you guys have any recommendations for me, please let me know. But past that, I really appreciate you spending your morning with me. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. Get out there, enjoy that sunshine, and I will see you right here next week. Bye-bye.